Hi, hello everyone. My name is Howard Heller, and I'm the president of ActuaryExamTutor. Today I'm here with Alex Perlman, who just passed Exam IFM. So Alex, how you doing today?
Hello, how you doing? Good.
Good. Congratulations on passing. That's 9 easy exams, so I'm sure you feel really good about it.
I am very relieved. I'm glad it's over.
I'm sure you are. So first of all, why don't you tell the people that are listening to this, what made you first come to ActuaryExamTutor in preparation to pass IFM? What led you to come to us in the first place?
So it started with seeing advertisements on LinkedIn, and this is near when I was about to take the exam. And then you actually reached out to me on LinkedIn. And at first I was like, I don't know, I don't know, I just didn't know what it was. But then what really appealed to me was I actually got very early on in my studying my first exam, the advice of it's very good at the end of your study session to be able to see a grand overview of everything. And yeah, it's good to know specifics, and you have to know specifics for the exam. But if you don't know the general principles, then the specifics just get confusing and muddled. And what my appeal is I needed to see someone, Dr. Apel, give over these lectures and cover a ton of material in a very little amount of time, which this material, which he covered in 2 hours, when I first learned it, it took me hours on end to go through all that material that he covered. But seeing it for a second time and being able to see him go through it very quickly and very, very diligently actually was very helpful into when I went back and I went to specific sections to look at, to be able to have that overview in my head was very helpful. And that's why I decided that it would be a very good idea for me to take on this program.
So how do you feel like Dr. Apel helped you with his, the teaching to get you in a position to pass the exam? What did he do that really helped you the most, would you say?
So from when I was a kid, my grandma, she's a retired math teacher, and she used to tutor me like through high school. And she used to say, there's multiple ways to a problem. There's algebraically and there's graphically. And that always stuck with me. And then Dr. Apel actually had the same approach. He said, there's the algebraic way to do it, but you guys are math whizzes. You guys know how to read graphs. And if you can read these graphs, then you have to look at the numbers. And then you're going to be able to have a very good visual of how to do many different problems, or at least have for harder problems, have a very good jumpstart. If you could see the graph in your head, you could draw the graph very easily on a sheet of paper, then it makes the whole problem easier. And that was the most important thing that I got from the lectures. And it made everything very concise. And I mean, if I didn't see the graphs, like the numbers get so confusing. And he always also used to like justify for us, like, hey, yeah, the numbers get confusing. Is it a call? Is it a put? Am I buying? Am I selling? I don't know. And it's just so opposite. Everything is opposite. And to see it in a graph, you actually see, you don't have to think about opposites and like, which way do I go? It's just, no, this is the layout. And now you don't have to worry about that anymore.
Yeah, that's great. I mean, of course, what we're always trying to accomplish with a platform like ours is really be able to reach out to the students and kind of fill the gaps of the weaknesses that they have. And of course, the hope is that these instructors like Dr. Apel, who are so specialized, can share, knowledge with you that really get you to a totally different level, and that's of course what we're trying to accomplish here. And of course, get people in the strongest possible position to pass the exam. So let me ask you a question. So for people who are sitting for IFM for the next sitting, or either sitting after that, why would you recommend that they come to us for our services? How do you think that we could help them as they prepare to try pass IFM?
Okay, so it's that you get other perspectives of how to think about problems, and the more ways you can attack a problem, the more ways you know how to do it. First off, you're just in an advantage. And one thing that Dr. Apel used to do that was very good is he would give you his way of doing it, and he would explain to you why exactly he liked his way. But then he would say, but you know what? I know you've seen other ways, and here's the other way that you probably have seen how to do it. Like, for example, he used to like to look at things in cost, but he knew that many people would see things in cash flow, and cost is the exact opposite of cash flow. So if you're thinking cost, you would say, all right, if you want to go with cost, great. But you have to understand what the positive numbers mean and what the negative numbers mean. If you want to go with cash flow, great. But you have to understand what the positive numbers mean and what the negative numbers mean. And the fact that he spoke out each way, even the ways he didn't prefer, was very helpful in to be able to, because sometimes, hey, his way was good for me. Sometimes, no, the way I already learned was good for me. So to be able to have that more of a, very liberating to have this flexibility of how to approach problems.
Yeah, I think personally, I think that's what makes a great teacher, right? Not somebody that necessarily has their method and that's the only method and that's the only way that you can learn from. A great teacher can adapt to the way a student learns. And I think that's what makes a great teacher, right? Obviously, they have the knowledge, but they can adapt to the student that they're working with. And sometimes the way they do things may not be the way that you want to do them, right? And they're not just trying to force it on you. They're trying to kind of like bring their knowledge to you, but at the same time, let you do things the way that also works best for you.
Yeah.
You know,
Also,
and I think it's really important.
Oh, so also he was very good at saying, like, I totally know you thought about it this way and this is wrong. And the reason I know you thought about it the wrong way is because I thought about it the wrong way the first time. And he would always go down every rabbit hole with us. So like, this is a rabbit hole, this is wrong, but I totally understand why you thought to go down this way. But let me show you the right way to go down to approach this problem, which is going to lead you to the right answer.
Yeah, that's critical. And again, I always say when instructor, the three things that are most important to be a really good instructor are: you have to have knowledge, you have to have an ability to reach the student, and also you have to have, I think, a culture where they feel comfortable to ask questions and get to be yourself. Like I said, tell them, hey, this is not the way I want to do it, and not feel, you know, encumbered to be honest about that. Because at the end of the day, it's a team effort to, you know, pass the exam. When you work with somebody, it's a team effort to get to the finish line, which is passing the exam. And of course, again, that's awesome that you passed, because, you know, again, they're all hard. P's hard, FM's hard, IFM is harder. There's more material, and it's just like another level. The people you're competing against generally have passed P and FM also. So it's almost like a tournament, and you're reaching that next level. So, you know, that's fantastic. Again, congratulations on passing, and you know, good luck with the next exam that you're going to take.
Thank you.
All right, thank you. So for our people that are listening to this, have any questions about our services at Actuary Exam Tutor, please feel free to email us at info@actuaryexamtutor.com or visit us at www.actuaryexamtutor.com. Alex, I really appreciate you joining me today. And again, continued success in the exams and in the actuarial profession.
Thank you very much.
Thank you very much. Thank you.
All right.